stuff.
I'm going to tell the story. What's up, it's Pete Thorn, and I'm here with Chris Buck at Thomann Gearhead University 2019 in Germany. Did you just get here today?
Yeah, I did. Well, last night technically. Flew into Nuremberg. I was staying in the hotel in the quietest little village in the world. When I found a bar last night, and the only thing I could find was a vending machine that sold sausages. Yeah, it was an auspicious start to it, but got better this morning.
That's awesome.
So.
Well, we saw each other just outside here in the guitar area, and I was like, we've met before, right? And then I realized actually that it was one of those things where I recognized him from YouTube, and I've stolen your licks.
Oh man.
Yeah, because you're amazing.
It's very much mutual. Half of what I play has been stolen from you. Thank God for the slow down YouTube function they introduced a couple of years ago, because that's half of my lick library is derived from people like you. So.
Oh man, well it's pretty great. Now it was, especially the slowdowner. I totally agree. That's like really helpful. But it was this lick, you know, that thing, and so I incorporated that lick into my playing, and I really did nab it from you. And somebody totally got there, but you've been listening.
Well,
Chris.
I stole it. I stole it from someone in the first place. So it's a big circle of thievery, I think. Don't worry. It's yeah. I'm trying to think where I got it from. It's in there somewhere. But if people can attribute it to me in the time being, I'll take that. I'll take anything I can get. So.
Yeah, it's really tasty. I mean, it's such a cool lick. But that's of course just one of a million things in your bag of tricks.
It's the only one I know. Don't worry. So.
So when we saw each other out in the hall out here out in the guitar area, we just thought, well, why don't we make a cool video together? And I've been wanting to kind of make a video here about practice amps, because you know I've got a signature amp with SHOOTOUT. And you know you got your big stuff that you take to the gig and to sessions and stuff like that. But what about like practice amps, like in the like sub $300 kind of range?
Cool.
And it's a cool thing because there's all these great new little amps out now that you can battery power and use in your hotel room and stage, and they're super tiny. So I thought that's not even close to my signature sort of thing. This is so far removed, and it's something everybody could use, like a good little modeling or solid state. So
actually in desperate need of practice out myself, genuinely. So this will be field research. So
yeah, this is perfect then. We're gonna look at I think Yamaha. They're called THR, right?
THR, that's the ones, yeah.
Yeah, these little guys. We're gonna look at the little katana from Boss. See what else is in here that sounds cool. But just kind of like two guys at the shop, like checking out amps.
Literally at the shop.
Literally at the shop.
A massive shop.
What's this guitar you got? It's a Yamaha.
That is a Yamaha Revstar. I do believe they'll shoot me if I don't get the model right. I think it's the 720.
Yeah.
With the P90s as opposed to the sort of Filtertron stuff. So it
and
works anyway.
Are you a P90 kind of player?
I kind of feel sorry for the P90. It's the sort of the black sheep of the pickup world, isn't it? It's that sort of underrated thing. I think it is. It's a cliche to say it, but I think it is that sort of middle ground between the single coil and the humbucker.
Yeah.
But, I'm a big fan of P90s. So
cool. Okay. Well, let's go at it. Let's check this thing out.
It looks like it's got a little full range speaker in there as well, maybe. So.
Well, I think these things have aux ins.
Oh, okay, awesome.
So I think with these, see the aux ins, so you can play tracks through them.
Oh, cool. That's that.
And yeah, if you want to plug in your phone or something on these, I think they're meant to kind of jam along with. And there's some simple effects built in and stuff. THR 5 version 2. And this is the one we're going to hear first. Great. That's terrific. We're just capturing this on mic in the room.
Cleans up nicely as well.
Yeah, it does, right? So what pickup are you on right now?
We're on the I never know whether it's the front or the back. Was that front pickup? I would assume. I never get this right.
That's the front pickup. Yeah, the rhythm pickup.
Yeah,
the back pickup's the
it would
bridge.
seem counterintuitive because you flick it back to the front pick. Never mind.
Right?
I give up.
And this used to be position 1.
Yeah.
But now they call
it's the other way around. I know. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's kind of weird. That's the lead setting, but it's real dynamic, isn't it?
Yeah. It's not a massive amount of gain in there either. Try, what's the next one up?
Well, you got British high gains.
Guys,
Let's
yeah.
listen to that. It's interesting to me that the tone control is so far down. It's pretty bright.
Yeah, it's bright, isn't it?
Right, because it's back down. It's like 9 o'clock right now, but it still sounds good. We got a little reverb or something. Yeah, so it's got reverb and then some other effects. I think if I go like this.
Oh
that's
wow,
just
there
more
we go.
reverb.
The bottom of the well. Oh, delay.
Oh, that's not your tone.
I haven't had that sound since I was about 16, I think.
Tremolo. That's fun.
This is making me miss the pub gigs I did when I was 15.
Alright, so we get the idea. It sounds good. I love the first tone you dialed up. That sounded great for what you were playing. So that's the little Yamaha THR. So let's check out something else. Let's see what this sounds like. Dial out a bit of mids, a bit more bass.
More boxy than the THR, I think, isn't it?
It is, right? Yeah.
Kind of well, it's smaller, isn't it, I guess, so.
Yeah. It is even physically smaller, but it does have a bit more of a mid-rangey, kind of slightly boxy thing. But, you know, cool, like light and tiny. It's going to be a lot less.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I mean, I think it probably weighs a pound or two less at least than that guy, because it's made out of metal and it's a little bit.
That looks like you could probably throw it around and not worry too much as well.
I think so. This will go on your
suitcase. I wouldn't endorse trying that, but if you felt so inclined.
You could do it. Actually, I totally endorse it. Throw it around, see if it breaks. All right.
I think you should try the brown on that one.
Oh, okay. I'm not going to let you live it down. Actually sounds pretty good for this. It's got a real compression to it, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it feels like, you know, it works pretty good for that stuff.
There's 4 chords in there I can't afford to play yet.
That was fun.
Awesome.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, I quite like that.
Yeah, that's good.
Turn up the mids. The volume is 2 channels. You got a clean volume and then a gain and a master and basically contour for tone. It's pretty bright.
Yeah.
I'm finding these amps are pretty damn bright. Not bad. So that's actually pretty cool. I'm getting used to the brightness all of a sudden.
Preparing everyone for a lifetime of high-end hearing loss, just to be able to crank them up.
Yeah, that's right. You won't hear it. When I get a little bit older, I won't be able to hear it. That's okay. That's just the clean channel. Sounds pretty cool.
That sounds great, actually.
Yeah, it's not bad, right? For a little thing. That's pretty good.
I feel like we should dock a few points for lack of reverb or any effects, given the other ones are dripping in the stuff, but sounds great. Sounds.
That's okay, it's a Marshall.
Yeah.
They're not really known for that stuff, right? JCM 800s. None of that stuff going on. I did it again. I'm sorry. That was fun.
Awesome.
Cool. Okay, it's your turn.
Sounds great. Sounds very good. There's a lot of brightness in there, isn't there? But
It's bright.
like you said, that's.
But I guess that's the thing, you know? Well, let's try this channel, clean channel. See what it is. Just kind of basic.
Still pretty good, huh?
Yeah. I like that. It's in your hands, though, dude.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's killer. That's so good.
Oh, thanks.
Nice. Sorry, getting distracted from the actual purpose of the video. Yeah.
So we're just talking about strings right now. I was on tour in Japan, and Chris was asking me what gauge I'm using, and I went to 9.5s when I was in Japan. It was real hot and humid.
Yeah.
And the humidity just made it like a slog. It's weird.
Yeah.
It like feels weird when you're bending when it's real hot and humid. Your hands are wet. You're sweating and stuff there.
Yeah, humidity in Japan is incredible, isn't it? It's,
Oh man! And last summer it was a record heat wave.
Oh really? Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
so it was really rough. And they, to top it all off, they don't really air condition the venues very well.
Yeah.
So you're sweating the whole time, and it was a real slog. So that's when I switched to 9.5s, and they felt more like I thought 10s should feel.
Okay, yeah.
You know, but you've got
so
it-
you were using 10s prior to that, were you? So you went down, right, I'm with you.
Went down a
cool.
gauge, yeah, but you're going up.
I've just started going up to 10.5, which, for
Yeah.
the last couple of, I think it's the was it the Mega Slinkies, the new early ball one?
Yeah.
And it's good. They kind of, like I said, I was watching videos of myself live at gigs and just noticed myself overbending quite frequently. And I guess it's live, it's adrenaline, it's kind of whatever else, you know, and just getting into the moment a little bit more. So these, the 10.5 seem to have eradicated that anyway for the time being. Until I get to the point where I'm overbending them, which will inevitably happen. So but
that's good because then you go to
exactly. I'm just killing my fingers for the sake of it. So
there's a beautiful thing that happens on heavy strings when it kind of slows you down and your bend vibrato's a little more purposeful, right? A little more, you know.
That's what stresses me out about nines or any kind of lighter gauge strings. My vibrato just becomes a little bit
a little nervous
and a bit sort of out of control. So
I noticed too when you were playing right now, and it's a beautiful thing about your style is you're always moving, and it's got a real human voice, vocal quality to it because it's
I've banged on about this on various videos, but I've always made a conscious effort to try and emulate singers a little bit more, I guess. Pick a cool melody and try and learn that, and not just the kind of the actual notes of it, but the sort of inflections, and pick a singer you admire and try and emulate the inflections and the nuances and the stuff that you ordinarily miss if you just literally play the notes of a melody. So anyway, how has this ended up on practice amps? I don't know.
Oh, it's a great discussion. I mean, that's what I hear in your playing. That's why I mentioned that. It's like you really have that vocal quality, and it sounds like you because it's so. That's where your style is, at your vibrato and your bending.
Absolutely. It's that's what's unique to any player, I think, isn't it? It's impossible to replicate anyone else's vibrato or little nuances they play. I haven't actually tried, so. But thank you very much, man. That's incredible.
Yeah, it's a
like I said, I've been stealing stuff off you. I'm a massive fan, so it's.
Likewise. Mutual appreciation. I really appreciate your playing, and it's great to meet you here.
That's great for just plug in and rock, you know. But I guess depends what the market is. I guess if it's someone like me and you just looking to warm up. I mean, I sound utterly awful without reverb. I can't physically play without reverb, without sounding like absolute garbage. So if this has got reverb, I'm happy. But I guess if you're a kid looking to get your hands on something that's just going to be a bit of a do-it-all thing that's not going to annoy your parents too much, you can't go wrong with any of them, really. So.
Yeah, it depends on your. If you're Slash or something, you can rock out with this. But in your style, I mean, you dialed in the little THR. I went out of the room for a minute. I came back in. It just sounded like you, like the way you had it dialed in was.
Thank you.
So I think that we'll give props to the Yamaha one. This was fun.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Mate, absolute pleasure.
Cheers.
Thank you very much.
Check out all of Chris's great videos on his channel. It'll be down in the video description below, so you can check him out. I'm sure you guys out there probably already know who he is, but if you don't, go check it out. All right, take care.